Many travelers assume that if a carry-on bag fits in the overhead bin, it should never cause problems. They check the size online. They have used the same bag for years. It passed security before. So, when that same bag suddenly gets flagged, inspected or questioned at the airport, it feels confusing and, honestly, kind of unfair. In 2026, carry-on rules themselves have not dramatically changed, but how bags are evaluated has. Airlines and security systems now look at carry-ons differently, focusing less on labels and more on how a bag behaves within the system. In this video, we explain why some carry-on bags get flagged at airports, what specific characteristics trigger attention, and why travelers are often caught off guard, even when they believe they followed every rule. This is not about banned bags. It is about how modern airport systems interpret risk, space, and efficiency. One of the most frustrating things for travelers is inconsistency. The same bag may pass through one airport, be questioned at another, or get flagged only at the gate. This happens because carry-on enforcement involves 3 different layers: security screening, airline cabin rules, and gate-level logistics. Each layer evaluates bags differently. A bag that is acceptable at security may still be flagged later by the airline. Most travelers focus on published size limits. While size still matters, it is no longer the only factor. In 2026, bags are evaluated based on overall volume, weight distribution, rigidity, and ease of storage. A bag can meet size requirements and still be flagged if it creates problems during boarding or storage. This is why 2 bags of similar size can be treated very differently. Soft bags are flagged more often than hard cases. Soft-sided bags are convenient, but they create uncertainty. When overfilled, soft bags expand beyond expected dimensions, lose clear shape, and compress unpredictably. Security scanners struggle to read dense, compressed interiors. Gate staff struggle to assess whether the bag will fit without forcing it. As a result, soft bags are flagged more frequently for inspection or gate checks. An overpacked carry-on creates issues at every stage. At security, dense layering obscures scanner images. At the gate, bags appear bulky or unstable. In the cabin, bags are harder to lift or store safely. Airlines now intervene earlier when a bag looks difficult to manage. Flagging a bag early prevents delays later. Too many compartments increase inspection risk. Bags with many compartments feel organized to travelers, but confusing to scanners. Each compartment creates overlapping outlines, layered density, and unclear shapes. When electronics, chargers, toiletries, and accessories are spread across many pockets, scanners may flag the bag for manual inspection. This often happens even when nothing prohibited is inside. External attachments draw attention immediately. This includes clip pouches, hanging accessories, neck pillows attached to bags, and loose straps. External items change the bag's shape and total volume. Gate agents evaluate what they see, not what the label says. Anything attached externally can cause a bag to be treated as oversized. Weight matters more than people realize. Many airlines now enforce carry-on weight limits more strictly. Even when a bag is within size limits, it may be flagged if it looks heavy, if it's difficult to lift, or if it strains the handle. Gate agents are responsible for cabin safety. If a bag appears too heavy to store safely, it may be flagged for checking. Electronics increase scrutiny. Carry-on bags with many electronics are flagged more often. This includes things like multiple laptops, tablets, camera gear, and power banks. Electronics create dense shapes that are harder to scan clearly. If electronics overlap or are packed tightly together, scanners may require manual review. And honestly, this can happen even if the traveler followed instructions. Food items create unexpected problems. Common examples include dense packaged foods, spreads, powders, and wrapped homemade items. Even when allowed, these items can cause unclear images. Security may flag the bag for clarification, which delays the traveler and increases the chance of gate-level attention later. Carry-ons are now evaluated at the gate, not just security. This is a major shift. In previous years, carry-on enforcement happened mostly at security. In 2026, gate-level enforcement is much stronger. Gate agents assess remaining overhead space, boarding progress, and cabin balance. If space is limited, they flag borderline bags early to prevent disruption. This means a bag can pass security and still be rejected at the gate. Some travelers experience repeated flagging with the same bag. This is not coincidence. Certain bag designs consistently interact poorly with scanners, storage space, and boarding flow. Once a bag is flagged once, it is likely to be flagged again unless packing habits or the bag itself changes. Bag color and visibility can play a role. This surprises many people. Highly visible bags are noticed more easily. Bright colors, unusual shapes, or bulky designs stand out in crowded areas and draw staff attention faster. Neutral compact bags blend in more easily. This does not mean bright bags are banned, but they are noticed sooner. Many travelers use the same bag for years without issue. What changed is not the bag. What changed is flightfulness, boarding speed pressure, automation, and safety enforcement. Airlines can no longer absorb small inefficiencies. Flagging bags early protects schedules and reduces cabin chaos. What travelers assume incorrectly. Many travelers assume rules changed overnight, staff are being difficult, or enforcement is random. In reality, enforcement became consistent. What once depended on discretion now follows procedure. Prepared travelers use structured bags with clear shape, avoid expandable features, pack loosely when possible, keep electronics grouped, remove external attachments, and stay below size and weight limits. They assume scrutiny, not flexibility. What to do if your bag is flagged? If your carry-on is flagged, remain calm, follow instructions, consolidate items if asked, and accept gate checking if necessary. Arguing or insisting rarely helps. Time pressure determines outcomes at the gate. Carry-on flagging is procedural. It does not mean you did something wrong, your bag is illegal, or you will miss your flight. It means the system identified a potential issue that must be resolved. Most flagged bags still fly without major problems. Why this will continue beyond 2026. All indicators suggest fuller flights, tighter schedules, and stricter safety expectations. Carry-on scrutiny is now part of normal operations. Travelers who adapt experience fewer delays and less stress. Final reminder. Carry-on rules are no longer about what is technically allowed. They are about what works smoothly within the system. A bag that fits on paper may still be flagged in practice. Understanding why helps travelers prepare properly and avoid unnecessary delays. In upcoming videos, we will continue explaining how airport systems really work so you can travel with clarity and confidence.